Hello, my name is Nivis and I am 10 years old. I'm going to teach you about rational numbers. Here we go. So, what is the first thing that you learn in math? What is it? Counting. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and so on, right? This is actually a number pattern and it also has a name. It is called natural numbers. We normally represent it by n, right on a line 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. These are nothing but natural numbers. We can now count everything. Okay, now we have a basket which has one orange and two apple. And if we take it out of the basket, how would we represent what is left in the basket? Right, we could represent the fruits using natural numbers. How do we represent what is left in the basket? There is nothing, right? There is nothing. How do we show nothing with natural numbers? You can't write, which is why we now bring in a zero. If you include zero to a set of natural numbers that we already had, now we get whole numbers. We normally represent it by W. So let's try adding a whole number. 2 by plus 3, we get 5. Now let's try 6 plus 7, we get 13. So 5 and 13 both are whole numbers. So what if we tried to subtract two numbers instead? Right, we do 2 minus 3. What does that give you? Minus 5. Now, minus 5 is not a part of our set of whole numbers. Right, it's not a part of our set. So, what do? We do To be able to represent, we add another set of numbers to the left of 0. These are nothing but negatives of the natural numbers. Right? We add negatives of the natural numbers to the other side. This entire set we now have is called integers. We normally represent it by z, again an infinite set, right? So okay, do we have all the numbers possible? Seems like a lot, right? But not really. Let's zoom in into a section of the number line to see. Let's say we zoom in to 0 and 1. Can we have more numbers here? This is one unit, right? This is also one unit. Can we divide it into smaller units? Is the question. If we can, then we would have a numbers in between, right? So instead of a section, we imagine it as a pizza. So can we divide this? Essentially, we want to divide this unit, right? This is one unit. We can divide it into two halves. So in between 1 and 0, there is one point which is half, correct? Now if we take this half, you can further divide it into two quarters. You can further divide it into two quarters. What does that tell you? Between this half, there is a point which is the quarter, right? Similarly, this quarter can be further divided, have a point 1 by 8. This 1 by 8, you can have a point 1 by 16, and so on, right? We can keep going. We can keep slicing it into smaller and smaller pieces, and we can keep dividing our number in, right? So what does the tells us that integers are not enough to represent all the possible numbers. There are, in fact, between two integers, there are another infinite set of numbers, right? We were able to divide it infinitely, right? We can keep going on and on, right? So between any two integers there are again an infinite set of numbers. Now these numbers that we just got are rational numbers, which is represented by q, and the definition for these numbers which can be represented in the form of pq, where p and q are integers and not and q not equal to 0, where p and q have no common factors, then it is said to be an rational number. Its standard form, that is essentially what is a rational number, is even all the integers are rational numbers. Why? Because q can be 1, right? If you put q equal to 1, they all become integers. So integers are rational numbers. Bye guys. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share and comment.